in win and place prize money. Banjo's 25 to 1 for David Bridgewater. The horse coming back onto the track after a long layoff. Barton Bank is 33 to 1, partnered by David Walsh. Challenger to Look Blinkard 14 to 1, Chris Maud. Coombe Hill 11 to 2, Jamie Osborne rides. The novice Cyborgo 12 to 1, Charlie Swan. Danoli at 7 to 1 is ridden by Tom Tracy. Doran's Pride 9 to 1, Shane Broderick. Dublin Flyer 13 to 2, Brendan Powell. Go Ballistic 50 to 1, now ridden by Tony Dobbin. So Mick Fitzgerald just knocked in that previous fall. Imperial Call is the 4 to 1 favourite, Conor O'Dwyer. Mr Mulligan 16 to 1, Tony McCoy. Now then Lad 20 to 1, Rod Farrant for Jenny Pittman. One Man 7 to 1, Richard Dunwoody, part of the Gordon Richards team. So too Unguided Missile 14 to 1, and Stormin Norman Williamson. Cracking lineup.
Runners approaching the starting point. Imperial Call 4 to 1. Coombe Hill 7s along with Dublin Flyer, One Man and Danoli. Doran's Pride at 10 to 1 on the drift. At 12s then is Cyborgo. Unguided Missile at 14 to 1. Challenger de Luck out to 16s along with Mr Mulligan. At 20 to 1 Now Then Lad. Banjo and Barton Bank both 33 to 1. Go Ballistic at 50 to 1. Still the rank outsider.
And so they race away then for the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup. 22 fences to jump, but it's Dublin Flyer that's probably just the leader on the inside. Mr Mulligan, Cyborgo out wide. Come to the first of these 22 fences, and 4 leap it in the air together. They're all over safely. Banjo is the back marker, and it's Dublin Flyer the inside of Mr Mulligan, and Barton Bank. They've sorted themselves out now. Imperial Call, the favourite, is indeed sitting very wide on the course, and he jumped that one immaculately in about 8th place midfield. The order they've just jumped to is Dublin Flyer leads to Barton Bank and Mr Mulligan, and then Coombe Hill and Northern Lad and Cyborgo. Then Danoli and Imperial Call and Doran's Pride, Unguided Missile, Go Ballistic, Challenger to Look, One Man out the back. And plumb last is Banjo as they swing left-handed and race down the hill, down towards fence number 3, and Dublin Flyer shows the way at quite a sensible pace from in second place Mr Mulligan.
Dublin Flyer and his familiar pace-setting role then to Mr Mulligan. Barton Bank towards the outside. Danoli plenty keen enough in the early stages. Banjo ridden with surprising restraint in last place as they head towards the next, which is the water jump, and it's Dublin Flyer on the inside of Mr Mulligan. The green jacket out wide is Barton Bank. They're followed by Danoli. Coombe Hill towards the inside, Cyborgo towards the outer. Nothing going wider than Imperial Call and Conor O'Dwyer in a yellow cap out wide. The horse with the noseband just following those is Doran's Pride. Mr Mulligan made a mistake at that open ditch, but goes on safely under Tony McCoy, and Dublin Flyer is still the leader. On towards the next then is fence number 6, at which Dublin Flyer jumping well in the lead. They're all safely over again. Mr Mulligan second on the outside, then Barton Bank, and in 4th place is Danoli. Coombe Hill towards the inside as they rise on the far side of the track towards a big open ditch now. Dublin Flyer on the inside of Mr Mulligan. Barton Bank over next. Now Then Lad was a bit close to Go Ballistic at that, but they're okay. One man still being held up right at the back, one from last with only Banjo behind him. On towards another plain fence at the top of the hill. Dublin Flyer lands in front from Barton Bank. Mr Mulligan in 3rd. Coombe Hill is 4. 5 then is Danoli, and they're a little way clear of the others, who are now headed by Cyborgo from Then Lad and Doran's Pride, and then way back in the field to Go Ballistic still, with right out the back Challenger de Luck, One Man, and Banjo is still tailing Charlie down towards the next.
This is the 9th, and Banjo just went to the top of it. Danoli, a slight error there, but really speaking, they're all jumping marvellously in the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup as they come down towards the 10th and the halfway stage. They jump 22. Dublin Flyer just has it too. In second place, Mr Mulligan with a noseband. Further on the outside is Barton Bank, that's sitting in 3rd. Then we've got Coombe Hill racing 4, and Danoli just nods on landing 5. Cyborgo 6, Doran's Pride wide in 7. Cyborgo with that one on the outside, Imperial Call. Then Northern Lad getting 1 or 2 reminders on the inside. We've got Go Ballistic, Unguided Missile is towards the back in company with One Man. Banjo is still tail end Charlie, and they've completed a circuit, and it's Dublin Flyer, the Cheltenham specialist, who leads. Come down towards fence number 11 then. This will be 2 out next time round, and it's Dublin Flyer on the inside of Mr Mulligan and Barton Bank, and then Coombe Hill racing the inside and 4. Cyborgo sits 5. Go Ballistic, and then Danoli and Doran's Pride and Imperial Call still very wide on the course. Challenger to Look follows, then Northern Lad, Unguided Missile, and One Man, and the back marker is still Banjo, and they swing left-handed yet again. And there's been very little change in the order here. All all experienced chasers jumping well on brilliant ground here at Cheltenham in the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup. They race away from the packed enclosures with Dublin Flyer at the head of affairs to Mr. Mulligan and Barton Bank and Coombe Hill, much as it was last time round.
Downhill towards the 13th, and Denoli got a sharp crack of the whip passing the stands. He just made fiddly little errors. Dublin Flyer towards the inside of Mr. Mulligan. Barton Bank out wide, just chested that. And there's a faller there back in the field. Unguided Missile is down. Didn't interfere with anything. The horse is up on his feet okay. On towards the water jump. Now then Lad now coming under pressure as the pace increases down the back straight. And there Dublin Flyer made a mistake at the water. Out jumped by Mr. Mulligan in the noseband. Coombe Hill has been perfectly placed throughout. Then Barton Bank towards the outside. Imperial Call is making headway again as they take another open ditch. One man is creeping closer under a very patient ride. A reminder there for Go Ballistic. Dublin Flyer is back pedaling again as they run towards another plain fence. Tremendous jump by Mr. Mulligan in the lead as the pace really increases. Now a throat cutter as they race up the hill, and it's Mr. Mulligan on the razor blade, 2 lengths clear of Barton Bank, back towards a big open ditch. Coombe Hill is third, one man getting closer. Then behind these Cyborgo, Denoli was next from Doran's Pride, challenged it up towards the outside, and Imperial Call looks like being pulled up. He's dropped right out of it, last year's Gold Cup winner. A plain fence now at the top of the hill. Mr. Mulligan lands in front from Barton Bank, then Doran's Pride getting closer to them. Dublin Flyer right out the back now. They're reaching the top of the hill. They've got 4 left to go, and Mr. Mulligan is 4 lengths clear of Barton Bank. Doran's Pride moves into third, and the grey one man in fourth. Cyborgo next from Challenger Deluxe, also improving.
And indeed, Imperial Call has been pulled up, and Mr. Mulligan makes a mistake there in the lead. It's Mr. Mulligan with on the outside Barton Bank, and then the big players. Behind these comes Doran's Pride, but look at the grey one man. He's been put to sleep by Richard Dunwoody. They come down towards the third last of the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup, but over it is Mr. Mulligan who leads from in second place Barton Bank, and then in third is one man, and then we've got Doran's Pride, and then Challenger to Look, followed by Cyborgo. They've got about just over a quarter of a mile to go, 2 more fences to jump, and it's Mr. Mulligan in the lead. Tony McCoy riding this giant horse. Mr. Mulligan has 4 lengths to spare over the grey one man in green colours. Barton Bank in light green. The outside now switched in is Doran's Pride, come down towards the second last, and it's Mr. Mulligan bouncing off the ground, 2 out. He takes it well to one man in second. He's getting closer now, one man. It's getting serious. Will he last home? Mr. Mulligan, one man in second. Then Barton Bank and Doran's Pride. They're the 4 that matter. This is the last, and Mr. Mulligan takes it well to Barton Bank and Doran's Pride, and once again one man has hit the wall. They're inside the final 100 yards now in the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup, and champion jockey Tony McCoy drives Mr. Mulligan out for no chance. He's going to take the big race at the line. Mr. Mulligan veering away but wins. Mr. Mulligan wins it. Barton Bank is second, Doran's Pride is third, and from the back Go Ballistic runs his best race to finish in 4th. Challenger Deluxe 5, one man doesn't stay in 6. Coombe Hill disappointing in 7, and then Cyborgo was the last of all. Dublin Flyer was pulled up, Banjo was pulled up, Northern Lab was pulled up, and Denoli was pulled up. And so Tony McCoy, he won the champion hurdle on Make a Stand, and has won the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup on Mr. Mulligan. This horse in the colours of Mr. Michael and Jerry Worcester, trained by Noel Chance and ridden by Tony, his 4th winner at the festival, and a big race double, champion jockey, champion races, and he's won the Gold Cup and the champion hurdle. Second horse home is Barton Bank. David Nicholson's horse is placed yet again, and the third horse home was number 8 on the card. That's Doran's Pride for Ireland and Shane Broderick. Barton Bank was ridden superbly by David Walsh. There, Richard Dunwoody finds time to congratulate Tony McCoy. Takes the big race, the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup.
Mulligan 20 to 1, second number 3 Barton Bank at 33 to 1, and third number 8 Doran's Pride at 10 to 1. The Totes, the winner paid £21.50, much the same on the Tote as SP. Places £4.30, £5.60 and £4.10. Dual forecast £296.50, and the straight forecast £448 and 5 pence. Number 11 Imperial Call started the 4 to 1 favourite and was pulled up. Non-runner number 1 Addington Boy, and 14 ran.